game to me, to say the least. But on the fantasy aspect, we had the Seattle Seahawks take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Germany. Give me a player to start and a player to bench out of this matchup.
Jawohl, football. Because we are in Munich.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about the extent of my German too. So it's not very deep. So in that game, I'm going to tell you, start Geno Smith. Geno Smith has proven himself to kind of be a quarterback that should be in your lineup now. I mean, we're week 10 now?
Yep.
And he just has not fallen off. If you listen, I think a few weeks ago, did I say he was going to fall off?
I believe so.
I said he'd fall off a cliff, and he just keeps going. The Tampa Bay defense is not what it was last year or even the year before that. They're not the vaunted defense that they were. There's a lot of holes on that defense, and I mean, when you give up 21 to Carolina and lose, there's some issues going on there. Right. It took a last second miracle last week for them to even beat the Rams. I'm not going to say that the refs didn't help that one at all, but different story, different day. Right. But yeah, I would take Geno Smith just because, again, he still has Lockett, he still has DK Metcalf. Will Dissly has been quietly extremely good. And because I talked smack on Noah Fant last week, guess what? Noah Fant came out and had a good game last week because I was all running my mouth about him. And then, and then you got Kenneth Walker II that has kind of stabilized that backfield. Like, the Seahawks are a sneaky good team. So I would tell you, start Geno Smith. On the flip side, I don't think you can trust any of the Tampa Bay running backs right now. Touchdown Lenny has not been touching anything. Right. Touchdown Lenny has been not a good running back for anybody. Rachaad White's not the answer. I've seen a lot of people picking up Rachaad White in a lot of leagues, thinking that he's going to start cutting into those carries for Lenny, but he's not. They are just not a good run the ball team right now. And heck, let's just say their whole offense isn't their offensive line is in shambles right now.
Right.
And that's not going to bode well for your points. They're averaging what? I think they're averaging like 13 points a game or 14 points a game that the Buccaneers are. And again, that's like how Green Bay is this year in offense that's normally extremely potent. I would say Tampa Bay should be a little bit more potent with the wide receivers they got there too. But it's just not a good start right now. It's not a good gamble to start any of the Tampa Bay running backs at this point.
Yeah, and also on the flip side of the coin, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the worst rushing attack in all of the NFL. So definitely jump on that board 100%. Don't start anybody in the backfield for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For checking out that man-hour clip. If you're interested in the next video, click the link right here. Of course, subscribe right here. And always join us Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. East Coast time, right here where you're watching this clip. And as always, Man Hour Nation, rise up.